Mr. Lecko, go right ahead.
Oh, sorry. Kevin Samuels made a choice, and the choice he made ruined modern men due to the fact that he made a decision to stop helping the men that desperately needed the help. And him leaving the men and starting over here with the women and spending the rest of his life working with the women, holding the women accountable, which sometimes got crazy, because we all, as content creators, we're going to add juice to whatever we're doing. We're going to add friction to whatever we're talking about. Just like in that video y'all just watched, I was a little extra in that video, right? So we all get extra in to be entertaining, right? But his entertaining turned into confirmation to a lot of young modern men, and it wasn't just black men, just modern men, because he never went back to the men, and he may have went back to the men if he would have stayed alive. So we don't know that, but because he never went back to the men, it made it look like women were the problem, and it kind of confirmed what a lot of these men have already thought about women. And because of that, inadvertently, it caused men to have this hatred for women. And now virtually every man really in the world, because he was worldwide, has this Kevin Samuels like feeling of, oh, because I'm a man and you're a woman, you're dumb and I'm smart, even though he lives with his damn mama. And that's the damn problem. A lot of these dudes live with their mama, not everybody, but a lot of these dudes that be in people's comments, I would say, live with their mama. They're emotionally inept, they're financially inept, they're physically inept. They don't go to the damn gym, just like the women don't go to the damn gym. And when I said modern men are modern women with penises, that's kind of like what I'm saying, because overall, most of these dudes that be in everybody's comments and everybody's chats have the same problems as the women that they complain about. That's a problem.
My brother Obsidian, and you can rebuttal to what he said as well too. But the main focus right now is, did Kevin Samuels save the modern man, or did he leave them in ruins?
No, I think that the nature of social media is kind of clickbaity and outrage and whatnot. But no, Kevin very much helped a lot of black men. To be sure, you do have your trolls and your rage baiters in the comments and stuff like that. So you're going to have that type of element. But Kevin was hugely helpful to a lot of men, and I want to just say that I'm very glad that we're having this discussion right here, so that we can kind of separate the wheat from the chaff. But Kevin even addressed the very things that Mr. Let Go was talking about right now. Kevin addressed it in his lifetime. He specifically addressed black men. He was concerned with a black audience. He didn't make any apology for that. He, on several occasions, specifically addressed black men and, admonished them for attempting to take his material and kind of use it as a cudgel against black women. He did this on 2 occasions. The first occasion he did this specifically, he was interviewing Brittany Renner. And toward the very end, like the last 5 minutes of the interview, and you can still see this on his YouTube channel, he specifically takes time out to address what we're talking about right now. He looks right in the camera and says, listen, there are brothers who will take my material and attempt to, have a go at the sisters because of their own inner demons and whatnot. And that's not what I'm about. So that was the first time. The second time he specifically addressed it was when he was interviewed by Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj had brought concerns to him about brothers online. They call themselves rating black women. So the problem with that was they didn't know these women. They had no connection to them. And these ladies didn't ask for their opinion. Kevin made it very clear he didn't do that. the ladies would call into his show. Matter of fact, that's how he got internet famous, because his sister called into his show and wanted, him to rate her. That's how it all got started. And he admonished brothers from doing that. So, what Mr. Let Go is talking about, Kevin himself addressed in his lifetime. And I'm very glad that we're here to discuss it right now. We can go into the book that I wrote about Kevin. We can go into that as we go through the discussion.
Okay. My sister, I go to Nepal. What do you think, my sister Nepal? Did Kevin Samuels? Uh-oh. That might be you, Nepal.
Me? No.
Yeah, press mute real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an echo in the back.
Yes, you got an echo.
Do I have an echo now?
Nepal, you probably have the Chrome and the app at the same time.
Yeah, that's
what's close Chrome and it's going to be okay.
Let me see here. Alrighty. What about now? Do I have an echo?
1, 2, 3, testing.
Do I have an
just refresh,
echo?
please.
Yeah.
What about have an echo? Am I
1, 2, 3, testing.
Check. No, you're good now.
You're good now.
Good. Okay. Got it. All right. Thank you. So where were we?
So did Kevin Samuels save the modern?
This is wild that I can't hear you now. Jeez, I really wanted to get in on this conversation.
Nepal, just refresh real
Can't
quick.
hear
But
you,
refresh.
You're gonna
refresh
have
real
to
quick,
take me
Nepal.
down and have someone else, and I'll come back up.
Nepal is fine.
The echo cancellation. I cannot hear you now. Okay, but I do have a lot to say. Just go ahead. Let me take care of my tech. Yes. Right.
You want me to wait for her to come back, or you want me to go to another?
She just has to refresh. It's fine. But go to another person, please. I appreciate it.
My sister SH. I'm gonna go to you, my sister SH. Do you think? Go ahead, Fad. We always do this. You did it again. Yo, look.
It's bad.
Do you think Kevin Samuels saved the modern man, or did he leave them in ruins?
Did he save them? I know for a fact that he was helping modern men, fix themselves up. But I do believe that a lot of negativity got oversaturated as he got famous.
Go on, it's fine.
Okay. So you said a lot of the negativity, which you're saying, then people focus more on the negativity as he got famous?
As Kevin Samuels' name got bigger, right, which is what I think that Mr. Let Go was addressing, was that it became a woman bashing thing. You understand what I'm saying? The rate the woman, you not a 10, you a 5, you average at best. It's still popular to say that now. So I think the internet did make that oversaturated when it came to his name. Yeah.
Okay. I'll get back to that one.
Hey, can I say something pertaining to that?
We gotta get around to everybody first, Mr. Let Go, and then we'll come back to that because I wanted to. Because I was about to talk. I wanted to address.
Ali, it's fine. It's fine. It's actually fine.
You want me to do that? Okay. Go ahead.
He's going to have the chance to rebuttal to anyone and everyone because he's the antagonistic part of the show. So go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. Go, Mr. Let Go.
I just wanted to touch on what she said, because she said it. She said average at best. What Kevin Samuels failed to do by utilizing either the rating or the wording of average at best, men are average at best also. And there's nothing wrong with being average. And a lot of y'all say, the average man, the man is an average, the man is average, why can't the average man? And women don't want the average man. So it's like he used to argue with women saying that they're average, but most men are average according to him and a lot of y'all. So,
did you see the lady that he called average at best and why he went viral? Did you see her? Was she not average at best?
The majority of the things that y'all seen.
So she was average at best, asking for a high value man. So he went viral off of one conversation with an average at best woman.
Okay, just because he went viral off of one conversation does not mean anything. He literally said something. Okay, can you let me finish? Don't be argumentative. So the majority of the men that used to come on his channel were below average at best. So think about that. The men that used to come on his channel were below average. So it's nothing wrong with somebody being average at best. And
the women were too.
And the men would turn around and say they want a woman with a low body count. The only men, can I finish? Calm down. The only men that can get a woman that has a low body count and he's over 30 is a man that is above average. Now you get a woman that's a low body count if you're like 19, but if you're like over 30, you're not going to get a woman that has all these attributes that men want. If he's average at best, you're going to get the average woman, and the average woman is 180 pounds and she probably has 1 or 2 kids, and that's cool, but that's the average woman. So the modern man, because it wasn't just black men, the modern man wanted an above average woman, just like the modern woman wanted an above average man.
No, he didn't want a more. No, that's, and again, here we go with the narrative.
Who didn't want what?
Right.
Again, as you said, it's my turn.
He doesn't need a cheerleader.
I don't need any help.
And by the way, Roses can go after Fantastic because she was waiting for him to finish. Go ahead, Fantastic, and then Roses, please.
Yeah. So someone that's depends on the internet for content simply did what everybody did, and they picked the opposite side of what the A side was. Easy, right? Most women are below average. Too. I mean, especially we're talking about 60% overweight rate, and then obesity rate, and 70%, wasn't it? You couldn't say that though. So you want to shit on the men. So the problem was, and what Kevin Samuels understood and realized, well, hey man, I've been shitting on the men this whole time, and that's not really getting anywhere. That's not profitable, because men get shit on in real life all the time. Right? Men get told do better, make more money, go to the gym, get in shape, all this shit. He, like you said, he'd been doing that for years. Everybody just discovered him when someone finally had the audacity. Now you put your hand down. When somebody finally had the audacity, finally had the audacity to challenge the fucking women, black women specifically, right? So when you tell black women, hey, you have nasty attitudes.
I'm raising my hand so I can ask the question in the
middle. Brother, again, you
friends, we already established everybody's going to have a chance to reply. If there's multiple points that you want to address,
let him land.
You go ahead, man.
Grab a notebook, write it, and then you can address it. It's totally fine. Go ahead. I will allow. Let him go, man. I will allow more of a freestyle conversation in a few minutes, but for now, let's wait our turn. Go ahead, finish your point. Fantastic.
I'm good. I can do it. Go ahead.
That's why I was respectively doing this. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
What you're saying is, see, the thing about it is, and I can't control what Kevin Samuels does. If he would have had women and men, and just mix it up, I think that would have been a lot better. But, we can't dictate what he was doing because, of course, he's not here anymore. But you said it wasn't profitable. And that's the issue that I had with Kevin Samuels, because he went with what's profitable. So that means, and we all are here to make money. I'm going to say that, that's okay. But at the end of the day, he stopped completely helping men, and it made men think that they were no longer the problem. So what do you think about that part?
Well, that's false. Well, he started helping the men through helping the women, because you shit on the men long enough, right? The men already knew what they had to do, and the men were either going to do it or not do it.
Did they change?
The problem was, what the problem still is, the problem was, and the problem still is, that everybody keeps telling the men to get better and do better. And nobody has the balls to tell the women that. As soon as you tell the women, hey, well, maybe you need to go to the gym, maybe you need to lower your expectations, people like you come along and shit on the men some more, even though the men are already being shit on, right? Because remember, everything you said before I got up here, brother, why do you keep cutting me off?
Yeah, Mr. Lego, let him land, Mr. Lego.
Okay, go ahead.
Again, men constantly hear how they don't measure up and how they don't do this and how they don't do that. That is a failed formula. Nobody wants to hear that, unless a woman is doing it. And even still now, everybody's on, even the women are on the train, as you said, profitable, right? It's okay. Kevin Samuels ushered in it being cool to criticize the women, okay? Even though he wasn't the first to do it, you know what I'm saying? They made it a hot line. He made it a hot song, right? A lot of people came before him, but for whatever reason, he caught like fucking lightning. Everybody references the red pill and all this stuff shit to Kevin Samuels, even though it existed way before him. But he's the reference point that everybody understands. So you're wrong when you say he stopped helping the men. No, he helped the men even more, because what he did was he exposed the hypocrisy and the unrealistic expectations of the women, black women and black men specifically, and what we have to put up with, unlike any other group of men on the planet. I'm done.
Okay, so here's the problem. That is not helping men by helping women. So if you're going to help a group, you got to help the group. You can't help this over here. Like, you can't beat AIDS by fighting cancer. Like, you can't do one thing is just going to be thrown to the wayside. All right. So helping women is not helping men. And when it comes, remember, the compensation was about holding people accountable and telling the men to literally wash their asses. All right. Literally wash their asses. That's how crazy the conversations was with the men. And in the video that Fatty played earlier, the dude literally said, well, I don't think even if they always use this we instead of me. If we just do what everything we supposed to do and make the money, they're still not going to respect us. What the fuck does it have to do with anything?
Yeah, so just real quick.
Hold on.
It made it worse because it confirmed what the women were saying. So it was like, see, they're never going to accept us. And it made men victims of women.
Hey, Smart Rose, I'm coming right back to you. Let go.
Yeah.
I was giving you grace, right? I was about to give you grace because you were saying that in one hand you were saying that Kevin Samuels was holding men accountable, and you like that about him, right? But then you said he went all the way to women and started holding them accountable. But then I needed you to kind of commit more to what you were saying, because you were calling him a failure because he was talking to the women, right? But you just said failure. No, you said, huh? You said help. Oh yeah, you said he failed. I'm sorry, you said he failed the modern man, right?
He failed the man. He said he failed.
But what you just did was say that you can't help men by helping women, and you coach women. So you would have to be by your own words, you yourself would have to be a failure because you don't coach men, and you're not catering your mission towards the men, you catering towards the women. So if he's coaching, let me land real quick. Yes, right. When I answer, can you address that part? You would have to be a hypocrite, and you contradict yourself, and you would have to be you'd have to fail men as well too, because you're coaching women instead of coaching men, because you said you can't help men by helping women.
You help one group of people at a time. Like that's the thing. You can't put everybody in elementary school if somebody's in middle school. You can't put elementary students in middle school. No, you got to help one group at a time. And I never said I failed or whatever with men, because as you know, and as everybody know, I've always coached women mainly. Have I helped men if they hit me up? Yes, but I mainly focused on women. So it's not about me failing men. It was where my focus was, which was on women. And I've always been on women throughout the last 7 to 10 years of what I've been doing. I never said anything about what I've been doing with men. I never even
because
I've never in my life said I advocate for men. If somebody was to say you advocate for it,
fantastic.
Wait, now y'all are interrupting me.
That's why I said he getting you back. He getting his lick back. But go ahead, he got his lick back.
All right, cool, no problem. So one, it promoted something I call male victimization. All right. And I'm not getting off of me. I'm saying with me, I mainly focus on the women. Did men hit me up? Yes, I helped them too. But overall, my focus was on women. So I didn't fail men because I didn't even try.
Yes,
I didn't even try.
So according to your words, because we're not going to leave that by saying we help people one at a time. You said you interrupt me. You interrupt me. No, you interrupt me. No. Hey, Lego. If you're the logical one and you're the one that's coming here to help people or men in general, because you're saying that Kevin Samuels failed men because he stopped holding them accountable and not talking to them. And you just on this show said that if you're helping women, you can't help men. You said that. You didn't say go one at a time. Start with the women first, then go to men, then go to women and come to women. You said if you're helping women, you can't help the men. So you would have to be a failure as well too. Let go. That you can't run away from that part. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And furthermore, just real quick. So before you get in there. So yes, and furthermore, not just even that, bro. Again, it's nonsensical. It's nonsensical, and it don't, because you are helping the men by improving the women, because the men want to get with the women. So if the men want to get with the women and you're making the women better, therefore making the women easier for the men to deal with, you are helping the men, clearly.
Okay. I can half agree with you and half disagree with you. So you do have a point. But here's the problem. I've said in a video before, if me helping women, if I ran around just making every man better for women, women would actually have bigger problems in the dating market because the men would actually be more emotionally available, more cognizant of women's issues or whatever, right? Same thing if I did with women. If I ran around and fixed every woman on earth, it would make it harder for the men because women will have higher standards. And that's part of the problem. In order to overall help a demographic of people, you have to help both. So if you want to say, since I did not help men as much as I helped women, I failed men as well, I'm okay with that. But I am not the conversation. So yes, by proxy of me specifically focusing on women, I failed men. But with that being said, you have to also agree that Kevin Samuels also failed men. And that is the reason why I started this conversation, because he failed men because he did not go back to them because he was chasing the money.
Or there's a couple of different because things. He died. I mean,
well, no, it's
no, because
you don't have to do that part. You don't have to even say that. You don't have to say that because that's not necessarily true either. There's definitely moments in clips.
Else said it. Somebody else said it was profitable. Somebody said that. I forgot who said it.
What I'm saying is, I think it's fair to say that Kevin Samuels may not have been perfect in his approach, but to make it seem as if one, the message was to all men, that's not necessarily true. From my understanding, right? And I'm not a Samuelite. I'm just somebody that listened to him to try to formulate different arguments. There was like three categories of men you would talk about: the high earner, Henry's, high potential, the ones that are already there. It sounded like what he was doing was trying to get men to that position, and for the women that want to be with those men, get them in position. So it was categorized or meant to get people to where they wanted to be, especially the men, because he said the reason why he switched over in the first place was because the men that finally got to the higher earning positions were looking for the women and they just couldn't find them.
Correct.
From my understanding, right? And again, like I said, I'm not a fan, or I have a father, right? I just listen to people's arguments and I'm pretty genuine about their positions. His position was, these men are making money. They have education now. They're looking for women to also that'll equal them out. And the women that were coming up, they would have high expectation, but on a realistic level, when you look at the world and how we, categorize beauty, they weren't always the most beautiful. So he would say, you need to offset that. If you're not naturally pretty, you need to be nice. And if you're not naturally nice, you need to learn how to cook and be pretty, but you got to pick a struggle. And he said the same thing about men. There was a viral clip. How big is your dick? How tall are you? How much money you make? And that clip went. And it was weird for him to ask, but that's what he did.
That's what he did. Yeah, that's exactly the point. And I just like to follow up on that if I could. The brother C Banter is 100% correct. There were brothers that were indeed leveling up. Let me say this. Let me back up and say this before I get to that point. The reason why, because this is a really big deal. Black people, black men and women consume social media. It's basically the new TV. Before social media came along, black people watched the most TV of any racial group in the country. More than whites, more than Jews, more than Asians, more than Hispanics. We watched over 40 hours of TV a week. Now with social media, once again, black people, so this is both black men and black women, consume more social media than any other racial group. It's 32 hours a week. Okay. So for a lot of black people, if it didn't happen on social media, it didn't happen. So the question that often came up with Kevin was, how come you're not talking to them brothers like that? And the reality was Kevin was doing this circa 2016, 2017. This book that I wrote about Kevin with his blessing right before he died, got his blessing right before he died to do this. It covers the last 5 years of his life. So 2017 to 2022. So from 2017 to 2020, when he was still an unknown, he was toiling in obscurity, working with black men. There were black men that did level up. He would meet with them in private discussions, not online. And those brothers would invariably ask him about relationships. They would like to get married, or they would like to have a serious long-term relationship, and they couldn't find any sisters. The Black love discourse for about 3 decades now has been based on a shortage of desirable or marriageable or eligible Black men. But what Kevin was finding was something different. He was finding that there was a shortage of marriageable Black women for the brothers who wanted them. And he led that conversation. And I'm finding even now, almost 4 years on from his passing, we can't wrap our mind around the idea that there's a shortage of wifeable Black women. And we owe him a huge debt of gratitude for putting a spotlight on that point, because that's exactly what the brother C. Banter was getting at. There were brothers who were quietly leveling up and taking it to Kevin and saying, I want to marry, but it's hard for me to find a sister that, that I can marry, all the things that we ticked off and that we would see night in and night out on his show. So that is what made him pivot to the ladies, not a profit motive. It was from his personal clients that came to see him. I just wanted to make that clear.
Go ahead. Small Roses and then you, Napa. Yeah, Napa.
Roses has some smoke.
I don't have any smoke. So I just wanted to say that, when the guy, Mr. Let Go, brought up the average at best, that was a viral moment, right? So it went viral because that was the point that everybody wanted to run off with, right? But he totally built with men for many, many years before going viral off of that one clip, calling a very average woman average, because just like Obsidian said, there were men that were leveling themselves up because he constantly told men to, stop looking for things in the dating market that they didn't qualify for and start qualifying for those things before they went out to look for them. So, the only reason why he didn't get a chance to go back to men was because he passed away. You can't sit up. It's totally fits your argument that you coach women. You have this issue with Kevin Samuels. So to me, it's like in politics, you just got to call a thing. And it's just like pandering to women about the fact that they're average at best. Somebody said that women are the average of 180 pounds. That's pretty freaking average. That's pretty bad, right? That you're overweight and constantly the most obese one, So I'm sorry, my husband just got home and my dog is upset. But yeah, so the only reason why
Who's pandering to women? You said something about pandering to women. You said
anybody that went off on a tangent about Kevin Samuels calling that woman average at best. To me, anybody that did that, any content creator that went out there and made it a stink that he was calling the women that were actually calling his show average at best, because they were. If you looked at that woman, the things that she was asking for, she did not qualify for. So yes, he was right by calling her average at best. And just because the people had their panties in a bunch over it.
And she was below average.
So
she was below average.
Yeah,
and
totally
she was below average. And just real quick, and hold on, I got it in before you, brother. So not only that, he just added context because he asked her, hey, what would you say? And I think she said, did she say a 5 or a 6? And he just threw it out there flippantly. So again, it's not like he aggressively or maliciously said this woman was unattractive. When again, why is average bad? So it's crazy to me.
Don't forget
this in public. He asked her, "Are you sure you want to?"
Yeah, you want to do exactly.
Exactly. Many opportunities, but her, like most women, they just can't listen when somebody is telling them this is not the time, this is not the moment for you. We are not even discussing this. I am not even giving ratings.
Oh yeah.
She had to keep pressing the issue. So
Oh,
she
Rose,
made
it's not even that.
herself go viral. It wasn't that he was being rude to her or he had some vendetta against women. Women were constantly coming onto his show, for one, asking for advice and being honorary the whole entire time while they were doing it.
Yeah, that's how it all got started. Remember,
Rose.
Kevin was doing the show that
Oh,
had
can I
nothing
say something
to
to
do with
Smell
any of
Roses?
that. That sister called in and demanded that he stop what he was doing and give her a free
consultation. Oh man, exactly. A free consultation.
Yeah.
She got a free fucking consultation, and he kept saying, "Hey, book a session." She's like, "No, we need to do it now." So again, she just had to do it for free, and hey, it turned out to pay for him.
And I just want to do a quick drive-by and go back to the back. If Mr. Let Go made a statement saying, "What's wrong with being average?" just 20 minutes ago, and I was paying attention, he said, "What's wrong with being average? Being average is okay." Why does he have a problem when Kevin Samuels called him average at best? If being average is not the problem when it comes to men, why should people be offended when he call average to a woman? My drive-by, I'll go back to oblivion.
Okay, so I just wanted to concur with Smell the Roses. She kind of like had smoke for me. I'm agreeing with her. And that was my point, because, you know, I'm glad Fatty just brought it up. I'm the first person that brought that up. And the point is, here's the point, just in case y'all are wondering. The point is, men are not, the average man is not better than the average woman. They supposed to be with each other, okay? Because if the fat dudes can just go be with the fat chicks, we won't have a problem. But the problem is the fat dudes are thinking that they are better than the fat women because Kevin Samuels made them feel like men are by proxy or by biology better than women. And from a physicality standpoint, yes, but from a social standpoint, no. Because, you know, I'm either going to go into the education, which I hate because I think it's dumb. Most black women are more educated than black men, but black men still make more money than those same educated women because they don't have no damn sense. So I'm saying this to shit on the women and not the men. So, but the thought process of I'm going to do A, B, and C in order to better myself has to be applauded. So from a directional standpoint, from an ambitious standpoint, black women are more overall ambitious than black men, but they just don't know what the hell they're doing. So because they go, listen, so they go,
they're obese. Not when
and
they're
I
obese.
finished. Calm down, damn. I'm listening to y'all.
So you
hold on, please. Hey, let go. That's extreme. When you interject, fantastic, or cut off somebody, nobody says, "Hold on, calm down." Like that. She's not even being excited. She just interjected. Let go. You can't do that.
And then we shut up whenever you complain. Whenever you start bitching and whining, we shut up and let you talk.
Yeah, when he cries. Yeah.
Okay, I'm crying. Okay,
go ahead. Let go.
As long as y'all be quiet. I'm whatever it is, as long as y'all be quiet.
Because you're not going to cut off nobody for the rest of the show, right?
I'm not going to cut off nobody for the rest of the show.
Okay. How much you want to bet?
We'll put money on it.
Fantastic.
So the thing about it is, women don't know what the hell they're doing, but at least they're feeling around and trying to figure it out. The most modern men aren't. They just sitting there wishing that a woman would just be with him, and that's the freaking problem. It's the thought process that I don't have to do anything and I deserve a woman. But isn't that the same thought process of the average woman? I can sit here and be fat. I can sit here and have 6 kids and I deserve a man. And that in itself is the problem. And the reason why it's a problem is because Kevin Samuels stopped letting men know that you are the other side of the damn coin. And y'all dudes are not like y'all are part of the problem also. And that's kind of like the thing that Kevin Samuels put out there. Is only the women that's the problem.
Go ahead, Nepal.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I think my audio's good.
Hey, hold on, Nepal, hold on.
You can't hear me?
I want to see if you have a delay. We want to make sure you don't have a delay. What's 2 + 2?
4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got
There's
an
a delay.
8-second delay.
You have a delay.
Go ahead, let her go. We getting better, but we ain't gonna get no better.
Or she didn't know what 2 + 2 was.
Okay, so are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
No.
It's just a little
I just want to make a statement just for the record. Let me just do this for the record. Me interacting with Kevin a couple of times and seeing how he worked with men and women during the time that he did grace us in social media. Kevin came out and he wanted men to be gentlemen. He wanted men to be debonair. He wanted them to be better. And he did hold men to the fire often. And then, like we heard our brother Obsidian mention, men started saying, okay, we're going, we're put to task. We're doing what we're supposed to do. But now we don't see marriageable women. So Kevin, being the person that he was, started to address it. And at the end of the day, the things that I saw Kevin do as far as the rating for women, I expressed this to him. I said, Kevin, I don't appreciate the ratings. And then, that was taken note of. But guess what? Women called in to get rated. Women were drawn to Kevin Samuels. Women wanted to hear what he had to say because he ultimately told women the truth and women became better. And that's my stance as far as Kevin goes. Men became better and women became better. And it was a great loss once he passed away, because now we have people in social media, men, who want to sit up and do nothing. They don't want to be the gentleman. They don't want to know how to socialize, but they do want everything to come to them. So, again, what Obsidian said, we got to see the wheat and the tares, and there has to be men who step forward, who are still going to be gentlemen, who are going to hold men to task like Kevin did, who are going to show men how to be debonair and classic, and women as well. So, yeah, I just want to get that out there. He didn't make men worse. He made men better, and he made women better as well, whether we liked it or not. So thank you. Okay, I'm going to fix my audio now.
Yes, ma'am. And Chris, my sister Chris, what either do you want to add context to what you weren't hearing, or do you want to address the fact
you know how I roll? I answer the question that you asked.
Did Kevin Samuels save the modern man, or did he leave them in ruins?
Okay, I don't believe that Kevin Samuels left the modern men in ruin. Number one, I don't believe he is the end all be all of beneficial relationship information. He was a source, a well-known, credible source. And I didn't catch much of his conversations with men. I did a few of the women. And what I feel like is the conversations he probably had with the women were maybe more beneficial because of the ratio of women to men and the eligibility in regard to that. So no, I don't believe that he failed modern men, because we don't know what he did on his personal time outside of the camera. I'm sure that he was giving advice to men. He just circulated over to the women, and that's what we saw most of, and that's what gained the most attention.
And I agree with that too. That's why I'm trying to see where your intention is coming from when you say that, let go. And I don't want to go towards the negative, because I would think that even the fans wanted him to speak more. So before all these panels blew up like this, that men wanted him to speak to women, to see women's perception, see how they thought, their frame of work, and how they looked at life as well too. So even the men wanted him to speak to women as well too. The part that's disingenuous to me is, hey, let go. And I'm gonna make statements without questions. You hold men accountable. Fantastic holds men accountable. Obsidian holds men accountable. Smell the Roses holds men accountable, or women accountable. And a lot of our content is geared, if you would say, more so to men and talking to brothers, even though sisters come over there as well too. And even if it's for the sisters, a lot of times they may make it seem like we're not making it about them. But just because Kevin Samuels started talking to women more didn't mean he didn't hold women accountable. Let go. You cater to women, and you admit you don't cater to men, but you still hold men accountable. So it's almost a disingenuous statement. It can come off a whole different kind of ways, which I'm not going to say because I'm not going to put that on you. But just because he started speaking to women more doesn't mean that he didn't hold men accountable.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
I would say when we was on, you know, back in the Lapeef network days, you were the main person that would say, Mr. Let Go, you flip flopping. And then I think it took me a year to really understand what the hell you were talking about. Cause I didn't even like you then because you would just say stuff and wouldn't explain. So I thought you had a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? You'd just say, da-da-da-da, and then wouldn't explain it. So I'm like, well, fuck you then. So I didn't know what the energy was, right? But I heard other people say, Mr. Let Go, you flip flopping. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? So
can you stop right there, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Let Go, you say women are, I know, but so you know why.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I know. And you know, I'll let you say women are children. You say women are mentally ill. You say women are nuts. And you say women date loser men to feel better about themselves. Those are things that you said. So when you turn right back around and say men are complaining and bashing women for the very thing that you're saying as well too, that's what it makes it seem like you flip-flopping, because the majority of men aren't actually bashing the women. They're bashing the things that they want from the women that they're not getting from the women when they're asking for the reciprocation. Most men don't come on here and say they hate women. Most men are talking about what they're getting for the women for trying to be and strive to be a better man, being a righteous man, being a leader, or whatever type of man they want to be. No. It's men talking about the type of behaviors that, okay, so out of all the men, even on the panel, manosphere or red pill, what is it that they're saying that bashes women? Can you address that as well? But that's why I said men will think you flip-flop, because you literally call women children, but then you'll say men are bashing them for calling them children.
Okay. I call them children. Other people don't call them children, because I think calling women children would be helpful, because if you just look at a child, that child needs a parent. And I believe in men parenting women, being their daddy to a certain degree. Most women don't have fathers, so they don't even, or they weren't raised to be able to deal with a man. So your job as a man, to most fatherless women, some women do have fathers, but most fatherless women, they've never been around a father figure. So you as a man, is important for you to put yourself in a position emotionally, physically, financially, to be able to be a protector and a provider for that woman from a father standpoint. See, the fathering of women is very important. So the thought process of women being children, but by proxy, you are then the parent of that woman. You are the authority figure of that woman, which means you have to go read some books. You need to go to the gym. You need to have some healthy habits so you can teach that woman something. But if you don't know shit, not saying you, but if the man don't know shit, he is not able to father that child-like person, because women literally act like children. They want you to feed them. Women want you to feed them. Women want you to feed them. Women want you to house them. Women want you to take them shopping or whatever. Do all this different shit. Take them out to eat, which is cool. And I'm okay with that. Women cry. Women whine. Women just babble about stupid shit. And ladies, you can't say women don't babble about stupid shit. But guess what? I accept all of that. I love all of that, because women are children. And it's an acceptance of the women's behavior instead of a demonizing of women's behavior. And sometimes, because I think Kevin Samuels did a lot of good work with the women, but sometimes he demonized the women, and it caused the other men after Kevin Samuels to spend the next 3-4 years demonizing the women, because now the woman is the enemy in some type of way. Without even
hold on.
I gotta say this, Ali, just real quick. So, and again, damn, that sounds like a real nigga to me. Sound like they better than the women to me. Sounds like the man has to be better than the woman, that you were claiming that the men are just all these negative things. So hold on, hold on.
It's a flip-flop.
To my man, exactly. To my man Ali's point, flip-flopping like a motherfucker, because you can't tell me that the majority of men have to be all of these things. Literally a human Swiss Army knife. You have to be able to motherfucking make money. You got to be able to go to the gym. You got to be able to think for her. You got to be able to literally be an adult for another adult. But somehow the men are worse than the women.
Yes, and I'm out of context. You'll say women are children and women need to be children. You say, ladies, be childlike. Be a childlike so the man protects you and provides for you like a father. But then you'll turn right back and go, women, hold on, let me finish. Women are children. You can't hold them accountable. They don't listen. Which one is it, Let Go? Either they're the child that listens or they're the child that doesn't listen. It's too many flip-flopping, Let Go. Let Go. You against there's Let Go, then there's Let Go. Yes, go to so address he's addressing the flip-flop. Yes, and then address mine too.
So bring Fantastic up here. So
he's up there.
Fantastic. Here's the thing. That is my point, Fantastic. If men are inept, he cannot be the father to that child. That's the problem. A lot of these dudes, because of, I'm not going to keep saying because of Kevin Samuels. I would say because Kevin Samuels passed away too early. Okay. Because I, just like in that video, am not just saying Kevin Samuels is a problem. These dudes are the problem because they think they are Kevin Samuels. They think they are better than they actually are because they haven't done the work. You have to do the work to be able to be a parental figure to these women. If you have a certain amount of disdain for women, not saying y'all do, but a lot of these dudes in these comments, see, it's like this. You hate what you don't understand. Poor people look at rich people like they're evil people because they don't have the money, right? If you can't get women, if you are in some type of way inept, you're going to naturally hate the person that you want or hate the lifestyle that you want, and you want to demonize it. It's plenty poor people that say money is the root of all evil, but let them get some money and they're going to shut up with all that shit. So you hate what you can't have. What happens? You have a society of men that hate women because they can't have them. But the problem is, if you as a man were to build yourself up, you can get them.
Yeah. So the problem with that is the stats don't support that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. For one, the men make more money than the women. There's no lack of sex being had out here. There. It don't matter. I promise you. If somebody offered you, what?
Do you agree that black men only make $2 more than women?
No, I don't. That's inaccurate. Also, that's incredibly inaccurate. That's incredibly inaccurate, brother.
So what are the numbers?
Black men average more than $5,000 a year more than black women at this point. And black women have been on a decline. You asked me the question, so I'm answering. Hold on. So, and I promise you, like you said, poor people can't deny $5,000, brother. A person black women who have a net worth of zero, right? An average net worth of zero. Yeah, they can't afford to act like $5,000 ain't no money.
I want to make I made a mistake.
Student loan debt.
Hold on. I would like to apologize to Fantastic. Can I apologize to you, sir? You're right.
I guess.
Black men make $13 more than black women.
Well, it's not 13. It's not 13 either.
It's 13.
It's not 13 either.
Black men make $5,000 a year more than black women. That means black men make $13 a day more than black women make per day.
Now it's a day.
So that's not good enough.
The same damn bucket.
No, they're not.
No, they're
again,
not.
I'm gonna say this again.
Black men make $13 more a day than women.
I'm gonna say this again. Okay, so I'm gonna say this again. It's not just the money. Hold on, Rose. I got it, Rose. So not only that. So again, you're purposely running away from what I told you in a fucking zero or negative net worth. Black women have no money, so it don't matter if for one $5,000 in the plus, right? And at the end of the year, she has $0. Not to mention, then she has fucking at least one child, if not two kids by two different men, and she's obese and all these other negative things. So the problem is when you start talking about this, hold on. When you start talking about this, yeah,
calm down, let go.
He would have lost that bet, Ali. We knew he can't do it. Anyway, listen, somebody. When you really start comparing this shit and you put it person to person, or adult to adult, black women do not add up, bro. Even though it's 2 million more than them than us, right? The black man has to have a certain thing, and unlike who make even less money than black men, but they have no problem with their women, Mexicans make less money than us. And guess what? Let go. They get married more. They women ain't out here calling them this, that, and the other. They working on motherfucking roofs. They waiting outside of Home Depot. They women don't embarrass them. You know who else goes to college more than their men? Mexicans, Asians, white. All women go and are more educated than the men attached to them. Again, black women use all of these things, and that's what Kevin Samuels was doing. Kevin Samuels was bringing the realities of the things that black women use as weapons against black men, said like they were more successful. When every other group of men, and even some group of men that were lower than us, were getting better results from the women attached to them. That's what Kevin Samuels
and
was
let
doing.
go. On top of what Fantastic is saying, what makes you different when you say they mentally ill, nuts, and miserable? You say women are miserable, women are nuts, and they're mentally ill. What makes you different? Like when you, those are the things you say, and they children. What's different?
Okay, what's different than what? That's the first question.
You're saying men are bashing and demonizing women. If you say women are mentally ill, are you demonizing women?
Between you and Kevin Samuels,
yes,
that's what it is. That's the
want to
question.
talk to one person at a time, please.
Hold on.
I'll ask the question. What's the difference between
you answer
what
the
you're
question.
saying and Kevin Samuels saying you're average at best? When you call women children, when you have all these things to say that you need to be a father to a woman, what's the difference when you say it? Why do you have all the answers, but someone who was your elder, he didn't? Why?
Can I answer the question then?
Sure, go ahead.
The answer is, for the 30th time, I agreed with the average at best. The only caveat I would like to add is the men are average at best also, and there's nothing wrong.
Who doesn't know that?
Women are 40.
Time out. Time out. Don't move the conversation. He didn't answer.
Right.
Men are bashing women. Perfectly fair. We accept it. Mr. Let Go makes statements like, women are children, they will never grow up, they need a father, and all these things. What is the difference between Mr. Let Go and these men bashing children when Mr. Let Go actually goes to extremes to minimize, ridicularize all these things about women? What is the difference between you, Mr. Let Go, and the average content creator talking down on women when your comments are as harsh as them? Please go ahead and answer the question, and y'all got it.
Because my comments are also towards the men. See, the majority of these content creators, they only have smoke for women. I have smoke for everybody, and that is what
you just started this. Cut it out.
Huh?
Kevin
you
has
just started talking about men. You've been talking about women for years. So don't act like you got smoke for everybody now. You've been did
okay.
You just started.
Do you want me to answer the question? You just can't. You talking about interrupting? Calm down. Now I'm telling you to calm down.
No, I never said anything about interrupting.
Okay, so the main thing I was talking about when it came to women for years was single motherhood. I think it's stupid and asinine to become a single mother. All right, that's stupid to me. All right, and I said it now. I said it back then. It's dumb. It's asinine. So the thought process of being okay with having a fatherless baby is mentally ill. Okay, so that is where the mentally ill part came from. I didn't run around saying women are mentally ill. I said it is mentally ill to have a baby by a loser. I used to call and still call women loser choosers and pookie pickers, because the majority of, and you can just look at your friends, kin folks, or whoever, her first baby daddy, if she's unmarried, is by the dude is a loser. A loser is a bum, lives with his mama, is in prison now that the child is 1 year old. He is a piece of shit. And that is a fact. That is the reason why I call women mentally ill. But guess what? I say the same shit about the black men or the modern men, because it's not just about black men. It's about modern men also. So I have smoke for everybody. And that is what I was saying with Kevin Samuels, even though I can't control another man, but it would have helped to put the men up there and say, yo, you got problems here and there. And then the next day or the same day, bring a woman up and say, here's your problems. He stopped helping men or holding men accountable and only started holding women accountable. And it made it look like the optics made it look like women were the only problem. Yeah. And my issue with that is
that's a lie though. That's a lie.
Can I finish? Can I finish? So what I do to answer all of your questions is I go off on all y'all motherfuckers. Men, women, cats, and dogs. So that's the answer to your freaking question that you keep freaking asking.
Okay, so can I address what you said?
Yes, sir.
Or you got more to tell you? Okay, you good? All right.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, what you're saying is a lie. Kevin Samuels spent 3 straight years just talking about men. And then for about a year and a half, 2 years, he talked about women, but he also did things like Men's Week. He also did things like, hey, man, every Saturday wear a suit. He would address men from time to time, and he would do smoke shows. So if you had an issue with it, you could have pulled up on any one of those shows. So I don't know if you actually watched the man or if you just maybe glanced every now and again. If you glanced every now and again, I can see why you have the opinion that you have. But to say a man didn't address men when he did that for the first 3 years, you know what I'm saying? And he only addressed women for like a year and a half, 2 years is crazy when you haven't addressed men for a whole year yet.
Can I answer your question?
I didn't ask a question, but go ahead.
You didn't ask a question.
Well, can I respond to what you said? Yes, I watched his content. And yes, he did do a lot of different things. He had a Facebook page or a Facebook group that he was pairing men and women together. It was the CIA and the FBI. So yes, I'm familiar with that. Mm-hmm. So the thing that I want all of you watching, and not just the people on the show, to understand is I am not going against Kevin Samuels. One of the reasons why I have this setup behind me and this Shure microphone is because of Kevin Samuels. I was mainly on Facebook and Instagram. I didn't even know that you can go on YouTube and do content. I would go on I would go on YouTube when I needed to fix an alternator. I didn't even know it was a black YouTube space. Somebody, it was a guy named Ramil. I don't know if y'all know him.
Ramil Amir.
Yes. I was doing a podcast and I did not know anything about YouTube, really. I would just post something on YouTube and just have it there. I didn't even know y'all was there. I would just post something on YouTube because you're supposed to post on YouTube. I didn't know y'all was there, you know, whatever. So Ramir told me about a manosphere. He told me about all this other stuff. And I was like, wow. So as a group of people, he was like, yeah. And then I think he did, and somebody else sent me Kevin Samuels stuff. And I was like, oh shit. A whole bunch of people are just on YouTube just talking and shit. I didn't even know that. And then I seen Kevin Samuels with the Shure mic and all this shit. I was like, oh shit. So I went and bought all the stuff and I started getting on there. So part of the reason why, not because of me coaching women, because I was coaching women like 5 years before that, but me getting on YouTube was because of Kevin Samuels. I am not here to shit on Kevin Samuels. I am here to let the modern men know that you niggas are part of the problem also, not y'all on the panel, but modern men. And if y'all just keep shitting on women in the comments, see, I'm not even talking about y'all. Y'all looking at me like I'm against y'all. I'm talking about the commenters. I'm talking about the dudes. It's so many women in my own comments on Instagram that would DM me their comment under whatever video I'm talking about. And I'm like, yo, why are you DMing me your comment? And she'd be like, cuz the dudes in your comments, they just be talking shit and they start attacking me for just simply commenting. So somehow, some way, not blaming Kevin Samuels, but something happened that caused these dudes, like I said, you hate what you can't get. It caused men to be so hateful in these damn comments toward the women. But I don't have beef with Kevin Samuels.
You gotta land the plane.
Can I ask one question right quick? You know what I'm saying? It's real quick. If you feel as though men need to do better, modern man is bad. You entitled to your opinion on that. I don't agree or disagree, right? Couldn't you make these points without even mentioning Kevin Samuels?
I do make these points. Obsidian, as Obsidian knows, I didn't just do it at the Manosphere Conclave, but Obsidian can witness what I was able to share with the fellows at the Manosphere Conclave. So I give if I get paid, somebody flies me out or whatever. I speak to, everything's profitable. I said there's nothing wrong with being profitable. I just said when it becomes profitable one way and you just ignore the other thing, you have to look at it as it's only profitable when you just ignore the other thing that wasn't profitable. If it's profitable and you still love your people, you still work on the thing that's not profitable. It's kind of like giving back to community, even though it don't make you no money, but you still make money over here. So the thing about it is, Obsidian.
Let go. So we got to respond to something. But let go. Ain't nobody.
Somebody ask me a question, bro. Somebody ask me a question.
Go ahead.
Obsidian.
Go ahead.
Okay. The man asked me a question. Obsidian has the Black Manosphere Conclave, and I physically went out there and helped the brothers. Okay, so that's answering your question to Nino Nation.
Y'all
I can read that.
Y'all don't have to stop talking. Can you read these, Fantastic?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Fantastic or Cheeky. I don't know who offered to.
Cheeky volunteer, so Cheeky is on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is from Obsidian to Mr. Let Go. Now, this is particularly interesting statement coming from you because unlike most critics on the internet, you have been to the Black Manosphere Conclave last year in Miami, and you were blown away by it. The Black Manosphere, or what is that? The
Black Manosphere Conclave.
The Black Manosphere Conclave is Kevin's vision made manifest in real time, with hundreds of Black men showing up to do the work. So again, I found your statement very odd. So the kind of again, what I think what the issue is the statement that you made on your Instagram. It is very, I think, excessive. But I don't think what you're doing. I don't think you have. I think there's some legitimate criticism behind what you're saying. I just don't think you're articulating it very well. So, for example, I think there's two parts to this conversation that's being missed. One, we can agree that Kevin Samuels was imperfect, but his intentions may have been well. The part that you are highlighting, or the part that people are having question on, is when do you determine the platformer responsible for people misusing his message and targeting and attacking people when that was never his intent? How do you decipher that?
That's a good question. I don't know, because I just want to stop it. I don't know. That's a good ass question. How like, okay, I like what you just asked, because this is a solution that we can all find out. So with that comment, me and Obsidian has always been talking or whatever, but after that comment, I was like, bro, like, let's talk. So we've been in the DMs talking, going back and forth, right? And I let him know, and he can concur with me. Like, we kind of like was in agreement, you know? So it wasn't any beef between me and Obsidian or whatever. We good people. But the thing about it is, I don't know, and I want to know. I need to, or we need to figure out, if y'all want to, how we can rally these hateful dudes up and say, yo, y'all are part of the problem also. Y'all can't just keep shitting on women, because I did a live stream on Instagram because it was mainly on Instagram to talk to the people that was in my comments. I went to each one of their pages. And I was like, bro, you got issues too. You got issues too. You got issues too. Do y'all see these dudes? They all got the same issues. So the thing about it is, ma'am.
I don't think she can hear.
The thing about it is, to answer your question is, I don't know, but if we could rally these dudes up, like, just, I don't know, just make some content surrounding them right there, and say, hey, y'all have the same issues as the women do also, so you don't have a leg to stand on to be talking shit about these women.
Okay,
those are guys
that can we, hey, Cheeky, fantastic. And can we do this on a panel? You know how they got the fact checkers and all those things. Can we collectively, like this? We every time we ask him a question, he goes somewhere else with the and not saying.
Well, no, but he gave the answer. Ali, the Ali is or the answer.
No. Okay, so let's start there.
Oh, real quick.
Hey, Cheeky. Oh, go ahead, Cheeky.
I got you. The answer is he does. The answer is he doesn't know.
No,
there is no real answer to that. Right? There's no real answer to stop people from misusing or mismessaging your message. Right? The same thing, because the reason why people are asking,
but he didn't answer your Cheeky. He didn't answer your Cheeky,
bro.
Let go. Please don't do that. Let go. Please don't. Hey, let go. We're about to do it, right? Let go. Please don't do that. You did not answer his question.
Friends. Ilkan Ali is the host of the show. I already told y'all, don't control where the show goes. Everybody's having an opportunity to talk. From the main eventers. Half of the panel is extremely quiet. When they open their mouth, let's listen to them. Go ahead, Ali. Tell us where we need to go.
You asked him about doing something intentional. He answered by saying, I don't know what we can do to get all the men that bash women together. That's not the question you asked him, Cheeky. You didn't ask him about how we can collectively get all the men who bash women and hate on women together. That's what he's saying. That's not the so let's do this. let's clarify what hate is, because if you can say women are mentally ill and children and miserable, is that hate or is that constructive criticism and trying to hold women accountable? So can we all come? Let's start there. What's the difference between men hating and bashing women versus holding them accountable? So can you give us a statement that shows that men hate women?
Okay, going back to what
no,
Chica
right there.
said
No.
about-
I want to go. No.
I can say what I want to say.
I asked you. No, we're doing it together. We're doing it right now. No, we're not. We are.
Him and then deal with you.
We asked you a question. Hey, panel, can we ask?
1 second, please.
You interrupted me. I'm talking, bro.
1 second, please.
You didn't ask this question.
1 second, please. He can say whatever he wants to say. If he doesn't answer the question, we go right back to asking the question.
Remember that, let go.
Go ahead.
Say whatever you want. You can say, Patty.
It's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. Interrupt. Let's go.
First. Shit. So going back to what my man was talking about, I think if we set a narrative and make different types of content, all the men that are bashing women because of what Kevin Samuels made them feel, they will actually change the narrative and stop bashing women because the new trend, the new narrative has now changed. That could be an answer, because the way to rally up all these, women hating men, if you want to call it that, going to Ali's point, they may not be women hating men. They just say hateful shit. Okay. The same way Kevin Samuels did it collectively, instead of one person being Kevin Samuels, change the narrative and start showing men that, hey, you niggas need to go to the gym. You niggas need to make more money. You niggas need to start reading some books. You niggas need to get some therapy, just like the women do. So
where's
I think
that the women are doing that?
Fantastic. Please don't move it yet.
Ali, did you answer the question?
No, he didn't answer the question. Can you give me what the men are saying collectively, what most men are saying that demonstrates the one thing that they hate women?
The hateful comments. I didn't say they hate women. Women hating is just a word.
What is the hateful comment?
These 304s, no matter what the woman says, these 304s. Huh?
Are they hoes though? The 304s not exist? The 304s exist?
Friends, let him finish the statement and let him correct in the end. It's fine.
These 304s, this 304, this woman, and I can actually go to my page and just read them, but I don't want to do that. Yeah. But there's a lot of just hateful comments.
Hold on,
no matter what the conversation is, you said on my page. No matter what the comment is always a negative connotation towards the women. Sometimes I'm talking shit about the men in the video, but they'll turn around and take the women out of it. It's like, well, if it was for her, it wouldn't. It's like it's always biased towards the women doing something wrong and ignoring what the men are doing.
Are majority of women having sex with men without commitment
or marriage? Hell,
yes.
Most women having casual sex. Is most of the sex
is that 304 behavior?
No.
So having sex with a what? I'm gonna clarify again because you said no. In case
you ain't gotta clarify.
No, my ears sometimes got stuff in them. Hold on. If a woman is having consistent sex with men without no commitment, is that 304 behavior?
No.
Okay.
If a woman wants to,
now hold on, no, because let go.
I'm not done answering your question. I'm not done answering the question. I need to answer the question. Can I finish answering your question? You asked me a question. Fair?
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
Okay. If a woman dates this guy and she's having sex with this guy and there's no commitment, it's just a situationship, right? And then say it lasts for a few months or whatever, and then it just diminishes, right? Then she meets another guy and then she starts sleeping with that guy. And that lasts for a certain amount of time and say it turns into a relationship. Then the next guy, it isn't. Or she starts sleeping with her ex without a commitment because she doesn't want to, bring up her whole whatever, right? So because women have this thought process of, I don't want to be a 304. So she'll go back and sleep with her ex with no commitment so she won't be a 304. So no, women like having sex just like men like having sex.
So question.
I like to ask the ladies. I like to ask the ladies.
Hold on, Obsidian. Hold on. Don't Obsidian. Hold on. Because I don't know if we're gonna get any real answers. Hey, let go. If I use my money consistently get sex from women, am I a trick?
No. We all use our money to get sex from women different ways. Whether it's your car, whether you pay them, whether you take them out.
Directly paying, brother.
Directly paying, not taking her on. This is the woman that I'm dating. I'm saying literally, I'm directly paying. Exactly. Yes. And that's why Obsidian, there's no reason. His logic is catered towards what women support and what they say. And that's where his logic is. He looks at men through the eyes of women, but he's saying we're supposed to look at them through the eyes of a man. But all his rhetoric is speaking through the eyes of the women that he's talking about, that he says pick loser women. So even if men became phenomenal, even if men became high value, even if men became average, let go admits that her first baby daddy's going to be trash because they pick trash and they're using their body as such as well too. So he contradicts himself and flip-flops. That's why we say you flip-flop, let go, because you can give a concrete answer what a 304 you can't give a concrete answer what a 304 is, but you can give a concrete answer on what a trick is when he's paying directly to get when he's paying directly, right, to get sex, but the woman is having sex with men she's not committed to consistently. You're saying that's not a 304 behavior. Go ahead. And we didn't call it 304.
Those are not equivalents. Okay, the woman that he's paying is the whole. I didn't say a woman that is getting paid for sex is not a hoe. I said the woman that is sleeping with her ex is not a hoe. The woman that is getting paid.
No, wait.
I told you, Cheeky. Nobody asked about an ex.
No, trying to get clarification.
Okay, I'll say it again, and then you can get the clarification. But
I got you. Go ahead.
The dude that is consistently, keyword consistently, paying different women for sex is a trick.
Yes.
The woman that is consistently getting paid by different men for sex is a hoe.
Okay.
Right. I said a woman that has a situationship or casual sex with her ex, or because sometimes she'll like a dude and the dude is like, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. And she's like, damn, I want to be in a relationship. But she likes him enough, like, all right, whatever. And then they start having a casual relationship. I'm saying that woman is not a hoe.
That's not the question I asked you, though. So I'm gonna ask you again. Hold on, Roses. I asked you if a woman is having consistent sex with men, not her boyfriend, not her ex, not just guy that she likes. If she having consistent sex with men without commitment, that's 304. Yes,
that's 304. Yes. Random men. Yes.
So are most women having not random men? This is men she knows. You can't just say random men. This is men that she knows. No, you said random men. To add to that, like she just meets a stranger, just has sex with him. She knows this guy. They might chill out for a little bit and she hooks up with him. She hooks up with guys she gets to know. She's hooking up with him. Is that 304 behavior?
No.
So she can only be a 304
is when you're having sex with random men and or having sex with random men for money. Everybody is fucking, bro. And that's the reason why I think some of y'all don't be fucking.
Right. Hey, Cheeky. Fucking. You know how he contradicts himself again? He said men and women are equal until he wants to make men and women equal. Now a man and woman doing the same thing makes them equal. When we say we're not equal, are we equal when it comes to that? So hold on, let go. This is the last time I'm moving to Obsidian. Hey, let go. If me and you on the same room, and I can't get sex from the women, and you get sex with all of them, are you more valuable to them, or am I more valuable to them?
There's no value. Like, it's not about value.
I'm gonna ask you.
Value has nothing to do with fucking. Value has nothing to do with.
So do women have sex with men? Do women have sex with men that they like and value?
No, they have sex with men they are attracted to.
Yeah, they value.
Okay, they value. So there you go.
Wait.
No, there you go.
Let me answer this.
Value their attractiveness.
I call women what? Loser choosers and pookie pickers. Pookie does not have no value. Losers don't have value.
He has value for her.
Can you chill?
The attraction is the value. The attraction for a woman is the value, especially in a man. You're not gonna keep doing this shit, bro. Where you're the only one that's talking the whole fucking night, bro.
Hey, let go, please, let go.
This nigga done dominated 75% of the conversation.
Because you're having a conversation in bad faith. Are they valuable? No, we didn't ask. Are they valuable? Is that man valuable to those women?
Yes, they're fucking valuable.
No.
That's why she's choosing.
Yes.
So if that was the case, why she wouldn't just have sex with anybody? A woman, the man that the woman chooses is valuable for sexual purposes. That's why she's choosing that man and not the other man that would be more suitable. She chooses a man that fulfills. Hold on, I gotta teach you, nigga. She chooses a man that fulfills the value that she seeks in sexual fucking satisfaction.
Crazy.
She's not gonna get sexual satisfaction from a man she is not attracted to. So even though he may be a loser in every other category, the nigga ain't got no pot to piss in, when to throw it out of. The main niggas that be living with their mama, the same pookies. You know, it's funny how you only bring up the pookies when you're talking about that, but every other nigga live with his mama, right? The Kevin Samuels listeners that actually have jobs and shit and, you know, making money, live with their mama. But the pookies, the motherfucking Ultima bandits, the niggas that motherfucking eat all the fruit snacks and shit, you know what I mean? Those niggas, they you know what I'm saying?
Can you answer what he's saying? If I let go, if she won't have sex with a good guy,
the man
can you
finish,
no?
bro?
Can you? Hey, let
I'm
go.
not arguing with two people.
Let go.
I'm not arguing with two people.
Let go. You keep making it combative, and nobody's being. Let go.
Either I'm gonna talk to you or I'm gonna talk to Fantastic.
Hey, let go. Hey, let go. I don't want to meet you, right? Hey, let go. No, don't. You ain't got to call for Fatty.
So
you talking to one of the hosts.
One second. Ilkan Ali has as much power or more than Fatty. So if you listen to Fatty, you should listen to Ali. Thank you.
My operation is talking to one person
I'm still talking,
so
and I'm talking to the one who's talking.
Fantastic,
and I'm the one who's talking. No, you keep deflecting.
So
you're deflecting. You just want to hear yourself right now. No, we talked about this in the beginning of the show.
We're going to try to do this again. You are going. Oh, hey, let's try.
You're not going to control who you talk to.
One second.
I control.
Hey, friends. Hey, be quiet. Hey, be quiet. Be quiet.
What do you mean?
We're going to do a fantastic. Miss, let go. We are going to show some restraint, right? So this is going to happen again. You are going to go on your monologue, and once you don't answer the question, Ali is going to bring the question exactly what it is, and we're going to do this until you get tired. Okay?
We can do it all night.
That's what's going to happen. It's fine. You're going to say what you need to say, and when Ali go back, please answer the question because that's what's going to happen. Go ahead.
My point is, I'm going to talk to one person at a time, and I don't know what it is or what with Ali. He keeps doing this shit. He's been doing this goofy shit for years. He jumps in and starts saying dumb shit, and I forgot what the other fucking person was talking about. So I was having a conversation with Banter. You come in. I don't even know what the hell he was talking about. Banter still didn't even get his answer spoken to. And then here comes Fantastic. I'm like, all right, Fantastic. And then he don't get his damn question answered. Here your ass go, hey, Mr. Let Go. Hey, can you get your ass and get to the bottom, pause, and let the other people on the show get a word in edgewise?
Hey, Mr. Let Go. I'm not going to warn you again, okay? I will repeat it again. Disrespect Ali again, and I will pump you to Jupiter.
Pause.
Okay?
I don't give a shit.
I will pump you to Jupiter. I will say it again. Disrespect this man again, and I'll make sure to make an example out of you. Are we okay? Or are you going to keep?
No. We're not going to do that. If you don't understand.
I think I was clear. This is not a democracy.
If you don't see what your co-host is doing,
this is not a democracy. Address Fantastic and then move on. What do you want to address about Fantastic? So Ali can answer the question again, please. Go ahead.
So you're agreeing with me. That's all I wanted. Do you see that?
I already. No. Stop. Hey, stop. I literally gave you the floor, and instead of you addressing what we wanted to address, you went on a monologue complaining about Ali because you don't like him from 3 years ago. Let's keep the conversation. Let's keep the conversation on the conversation. What are you addressing from Fantastic? And then we go back to the Ali question. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, because that's all I wanted to do. So, Fantastic, ask your question because, of course, I forgot.
You forgot?
Well, it was a statement, bro. So what I was saying is, I got it. So it's no need to edit. I got it. You told me I'm doing it. So again, what I was saying was, you were claiming that those men had no value. What I was saying is that those men have the ultimate value when it comes to sexual marketplace for those women, because those are the men that they want to have sex with, even though they're trash everywhere else. They're fucking homosexuals. They don't got a pot to piss in, window throw it out. They broke. They all these things. They're horrible fucking men they're still valuable because those are the men that the women value the most for sex. I'm done.
Okay, so have you ever slept with a woman that you don't value?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Women sleep with men they don't value, because guess what? That's not value to them. That's just a nut.
Don't. No, they
Yeah,
don't.
no.
And
women
Women
men
and
don't
men
equate.
don't say the
Here we
same
go
things.
again. I'm talking
Rose,
to
I got it.
fantastic.
No, you are wrong.
Hold on, Rose.
You are wrong
Men
for
and
that.
fantastic having a conversation, ma'am.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead,
Cool. So again, the problem with the way you're framing it is men and women don't see sex the same. Men and women don't see sex as equal exchange. Women see fucking them giving a man access to sex as valuable. And you know this, right? This is why you say, and you keep bringing up how most of these men not getting fucking, but then you say everybody fucking at the same time. But clearly we know there were two lines of where a man stand out fucking side that say, hey, have sex with me sign, and a woman has this fucking same sign. We know which line is gonna be longer. So clearly, again, the value is in one place more so than the other.
Actually, to be honest with you, nobody seems to give a fuck anymore. So the way things are, the way it is what it is, women don't value just, it's just a nut to them, and men is just a nut to them. Sadly, the way things are now, they weren't like that. So I do understand what you're saying. I don't think women value their bodies like they used to. And because they don't value their bodies, they just gonna give up the ass to somebody that they're only attracted to, and it's not value. So do you agree with that?
That's value. No. Again, you can't. You're agreeing
about
with me, but
let me make any sense. Word value.
Wait. Again, that is value. A woman choosing a man. If there's 100 men, okay, and the woman's only going to find one man out of that 100 men to have sex with, that is value, because that means the other 99 men are being denied access. So a woman allowing access to said man, whoever it may be, when we know, again, women control sex, is that value. A woman's opportunity and a woman's ability to choose the man. And we know, even though you keep saying they got bodies, this is why you use the example you use, right? With the ex,
body count.
She don't want to add to her body count. So what she does, she goes to a man that's familiar, right? So again, still that man is valuable to that woman, because now he's preserving her body count and giving her the sexual desire and satisfaction that she needs. So a man, okay, woman choosing that man is definitely, that man is deemed as valuable, because she's not just having sex with any and every man that comes along. She's extremely selective with the man that she's going to choose to give sexual access. Not only that, she's going to have other men around that's trying to get sexual access. She's going to use those men and then bait them with sex and never get them access to it.
Okay, for the sake of agreeing to disagree, cool. You have a different way of looking at value, and that's the reason why we keep going back and forth. My point is, everybody is just out here fucking, and just because women are fucking don't make them hoes. To me, hoes are the ones that are just getting paid for sex, and they having sex with random ass dudes. Women who like a dude and start having sex with him and only him for a short period of time with a commitment or without a commitment is not a hoe. The woman that sleeps with her ex or dude she slept with before is not a hoe. That is my point. But okay, Ali, and then Banter never said none either. But go ahead. Well, it was something that Banter needed to talk about. But go ahead, Ali.
Go ahead, Chicky.
And this is all I wanted, Ali. Go ahead. One point. You see what I'm saying, Ali? This is all I wanted.
No,
this is all I wanted. Go ahead.
No. Oh, go ahead, Chicky. Go ahead, Chicky. I'm gonna go right behind you, brother. Go right
bro,
behind
you have improved, bro. Ali is a different man. I respect Ali. Like Ali a different man.
Why? What do you mean?
He's different. He's an improved podcaster. He handles things very differently. Right.
I'm helping him improve. I'm here to help all of y'all improve. I'm helping men.
So Mr. Let Go, the last thing we were on, was what makes you different than Kevin Samuels if you use language or a phrase like women are children. How do you stop men from misusing that message to disparage women? And what makes you different than Kevin Samuels in that sense?
Okay, good question. I don't care to be like Kevin Samuels. So if I'm different or alike to Kevin Samuels, that's anybody's perception. I don't strive to be like somebody. So I'm not looking to take over what Kevin Samuels is doing. So that's the first thing. But the women or children philosophy, somebody can definitely find some type of way to turn that into something crazy or negative for sure. So I do understand what you're saying about that, and that can definitely happen. But the difference between me and Kevin Samuels, and I say this respectfully, is we're still here, and we're still going to be here tomorrow, and we're still going to be here next week, and we're still going to be here next month. We're still going to be here in 2028, God willing, right? Which means is we have control over the narrative in which certain ideologies are used because they look up to us. So as long as we are using the ideology or the approach in a certain way, they are going to follow us. But if we were to die off, yeah, they're going to fuck it up because we ain't here to, like, hold a certain narrative up. So that's a great question. So women or children can be used in a negative way, yes, but it's up to us to support it not being negative. Go ahead, Ali.
I'm throwing right back to you. That one. Remember, we was at where the men are. What are men saying that are bashing and hateful towards women?
Oh, that was your yeah. That's true.
That's what. Remember, we trying to start it somewhere and get a concrete answer and see if we're being consistent and who's being intentional, who's giving falsehoods, who's telling the truth. You said men are saying women are 304s. We also said we'll go as far as says women demonstrate 304 behaviors. You're saying there's women that's having sex with men they're attracted to. You said there's women that have sex men to protect their body count, and you said there's women that's having sex with men for resources. Are all three of those women demonstrating 304 behaviors?
You say all those. What's the last part?
If they're trying if they're trying to still stay connected to a man without getting commitment, or having to reciprocate or have a responsibility towards a man, but they're looking for the intimate connection, is that 304 behavior?
That's childlike behavior, not 304 behavior. Women don't know what the hell they're doing.
Childlike, you're gonna go to kids set when kids ain't even supposed to be engaging in that type of behavior. How you gonna say that's a childlike behavior?
I said
you
childlike behavior.
Can I come in when you get a chance? I've been trying to fix.
Yes, ma'am. You cannot conflate. You cannot conflate or equate. Hold on,
like bro.
Let go. You made a response, right?
Anybody be
kids
childlike.
Children are not supposed to be engaged in that type of behavior. You can't say that's a childlike behavior. We're talking about adults. We're talking about people who should be at the age. Let's talk about the age of 18 and up. Can we do that and not talk about children or childlike?
Not change it,
right?
So I understand what you're saying. So the childlike behavior is not sleeping with people. So I agree. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the childlike behavior is doing one thing and waking up one day and saying, "Oh, I want to do this over here," knowing that the goal is to do this, which is stop sleeping around, as an example. Don't be a 304, like y'all say. Don't let this dude with a bunch of money take you to another country and do all this other shit. Even though it looks appetizing, don't do it, because ultimately you want this man over here, or you want a man to treat you like a queen or whatever. But women see the little trinkets over here and they're like, "Oh my God." And then she goes over here and does some dumb shit. And next thing you know, it hurts her value in the long run. But that does not mean she's a hoe or 304. It means she's operating childish like. But not like a child.
Instead of what you're doing is you're deflecting again, because if we said a man was doing that, we can say a man is being immature and childish instead of answering the direct question. Yeah. If she's you'd say a man is having
immature or no?
No, you're avoiding the fact of saying no. You're avoiding that if she's having constant or consistent sex with different men without commitment, she's demonstrating 304 behavior. You're avoiding that. No man on this panel would want their daughter to engage in that. No man on this panel would want their daughter having sex with different men without any commitment. We'll say you moving fast and you moving like a hoe. Does anybody disagree on the panel? If your daughter's having sex with different men consistently without any commitment, casual sex? Is she moving like a thought, y'all? Everybody on the panel?
Yeah, to me,
she's moving wayward.
It's dangerous behavior.
Napa, is it 304 behavior, Napa?
I don't use that language.
It's not.
But she's promiscuous. I do want to speak. She's being promiscuous. She's being dangerous. It's dangerous. And it's going to be a dead end road. I wanted to talk to this man about saying women are children. That is the worst thing you could do for adult women. I don't know who, I've never listened to you. For you to say something about Kevin Samuels not being good for men, and then to have this philosophy that women, adult women, are equivalent to children who are not held responsible. That for me, I'm just trying to, I finally got I've been through 4 devices.
I know.
How do you explain that you criticize Kevin Samuels, who holds women and men accountable for being adults, to say be better, and then you sit here and say women are children? Who says that? I want to hear a little bit more about that from you.
Good question. Great question. And thank you for asking this question. And I haven't forgot about you, Smell the Roses. We got beef, but I know you want to have something to say.
I'm here for it.
Just wait.
That's crazy. She can't speak.
I'm just letting you
she
know.
Can't speak to you, but you can speak to her. That's crazy.
I get it. You. I'm just letting her know I'm acknowledging that she wanted to say something also.
Crazy.
So the women are children philosophy is when a woman gets married, the man is supposed to, the way things supposed to go. The man she's dating goes to the father and asks for her hand in marriage because she is her child. When they get married, the father walks the woman down the aisle and hands off that woman to the next man. So that means he is her new father. Okay. So from that standpoint, you can say women are not children. It's a saying. It's not literal. But what I'm saying is important for men to put themselves in a financial, emotional, and physical position to be able to do everything that her father, if she had one, did for her for the rest of her life, which means he is meant to father her, and she, to a certain degree, is like her child.
Okay,
his child. I mean,
so this is the issue here. Now I got to it. I had a mother and a father growing up, so I'm giving you my background that I'm qualified to discuss this with you. And my father was very patriarchal. When you are a woman and you want to be married, a man is supposed to go to your father and request your hand in marriage. He doesn't pass off you as his child. You are his wife. The word husband literally means tender of the vine, someone who takes care of you. But you're an adult. That's what happens. You don't get another father when you get married. There are some attributes, yes. When you have a father, you listen to your father. If you're in a patriarchal hierarchy, you do certain things that your father tells you to do, but you become an adult woman. So that's where you're getting, where you're going off the rails. When you marry a man, you listen to your husband. If you're traditional, if you're not, don't come for me. You listen to your husband. He has the last say so in the home if you're in a patriarchal home, but you're not a child anymore. You're a woman and you're a wife. And therefore you have responsibilities that when you were a child coming up under your father, you were building those responsibilities up to become an adult and then be worthy to be a wife. So when you say it's because the husband is a caretaker like the father that I equate women to children, that's a false equivalency. You can't say women are children just because she takes on a husband. Women are adults. They have responsibilities like adults. And I'll park here. If we continue to say women are children, we're going to continue to excuse the poor behavior of mothers abusing their children, leaving, not taking responsibility for their children. And that is the biggest problem that I say with Black women. They don't want to be adults anymore in parenting relationships. They parentify their sons, they parentify their daughters, which is inappropriate. So that rhetoric saying women are children feeds into.
Did she disappear? Hey, Fatty, can you pull the video up? Because Let Go got to make up his mind. Can you pull up that video in the background real quick, please? He ain't gonna do this. He ain't gonna.
We doing good. We having this. We having a good conversation now.
That's not why you call. So let's do this. Let's maximize. Let's play this real quick. So you just told us about getting coverage and getting protection, right? So let's see what I keep telling you do and why people say you flip flop.
Women operate like children. Perfect example why I say women operate like children. Imagine a child with a fork in their hand, right? And they stick it in a light socket and get shocked. Is that child going to hold themselves accountable for what they did? No, they're going to go to their mom and they're going to point at the light socket like the light socket, right? Now think about a woman. She turns around and gets with a loser and allows a loser to have unprotected sex with her without having any type of requirements of like, you got to marry me or anything, right? And next thing you know, she has a baby by a loser. He ups and leaves. And what does she do? The loser got me pregnant. You are in charge of every substance that goes into your body. If I turn around and drink a bottle of bleach, do you think I'm going to blame the bleach company for me drinking the bottle of bleach? No, I allowed the bleach into my body, just like you allow a man's semen into your body.
So let go. What that
now
got
she,
to do?
She asked me a question. So
yeah, you said it's about having a father.
Yeah.
You say you're implying that they need someone to protect and provide for them. And in this one, you're saying that they pick loser men and they get bust down and they get impregnated and they lack accountability. Like you're double talking when you're saying when a woman is a child or it's a child. You're calling them children. That's double talking.
Okay, so let me ask you, since you're here, because I was going to ask her that question. I don't know if you remember what she said about the word husband, but she literally answered my question because according to her, husband means provide and father the other person. So she answered her own question. But altogether, what I said in that video is how I feel now. See, it's something that Shahrazad Ali said. She said that most women, and this is a most women thing. Women are children is a most women are children thing. Okay. So what Shahrazad Ali said, most women are not going to evolve emotionally past the age of 14. So from a biological standpoint, when you've dealt with a certain amount of trauma, and I've read this in a number of books, okay, you stop at the age where you were the most traumatized. Most men, have not been traumatized to the level that women have. Most of us have never been R-worded. Most of us have never, just a lot of terrible things that women have been through in their childhood. We didn't go through it. Okay. Some men did. And because of that, it caused women to stop growing emotionally in order to protect themselves from being hurt again. And what has happened on social media, even before social media, but mainly social media, because I think overall women have gotten worse because of social media. They like to protect their selves. So they just operate like they're a dude because they're afraid of being hurt. So they start operating like a dude and they start having sex like dudes have because they see dudes get away with it. And next thing you know, she does it. And to a certain degree, that's immature. And that is somebody who is trying to ignore what they are born to do, which is get married. I think most women don't even want to get married. They want to avoid all this shit. But it's a certain side of her that she's trying to suppress. She doesn't want to do any of this shit. She just wants to have fun and act like a child. And a child is, I don't mean having sex, just be willy-nilly and break the rules. Break the rules is what I mean. Men are more rule-oriented. Men don't necessarily break the rules. The average man don't break the rules. Women love breaking the rules. Like a child.
So I got 2 kids in my house. I don't want a third one. And I'm not gonna equate the woman to children. I can see if you're saying women can act like children, but there's children who can be accountable. There's children who listen to their parents. There's children who cooperate. There's children you ain't gotta say nothing to. There's some children who are rebellious. There's some children who challenging. You got to pick which side you want to be on when you're calling them children, right? But what happens is, and I'm gonna tell you this: when it's like you're just saying anything, so you're an opportunist, which it almost looks like you'll say what Kevin Samuels is when you're saying that he was holding men accountable, then he started talking to women to make more money. It's like you're saying things to profit from both sides. Like it's whatever you're doing and saying that are catered to what the men want to hear or what the women want to hear, but you'll pick and switch when you say, I'm not trying to cater to the women and I'm not trying to cater to the men, because most of what's on your panel is talking about women and how they got mental health, how they got trauma, how they unhealed, how they need to get better, how they're mentally ill. You talking about women worse than a lot of content creators as well too, Mr. Let Go. So you have to be on one side or pick a side of what you're trying to do. Either you're holding everyone accountable or you're trying to make money off of what you're pushing. So it becomes it goes viral, because I don't know, and I'm sure people on the panel are not understanding what you're trying to say because it's not making sense. You're talking a lot, but you ain't saying a lot.
I want to answer your question.
Of course.
I don't talk about women. I talk to women. So just like that video you just showed, I specifically talk to the women. I say, you are this, you are that. I talk to the women. I don't sit around talking about women. See, talking about women is like, y'all already know, I love having panels with women on it. I don't like being on a panel with a whole bunch of dudes, because then if we talk about women, we're talking about women and we're not talking to women. I need women to be able to have a voice, to be able to respond to whatever the person is talking about, right? That is talking to women instead of talking about women. So I talk to women, and when I say certain things, I welcome them to come back and tell me what they think. Just like Nepal, I would, I love to hear what she has to say. So I'm totally okay with whatever it is I'm saying for a woman to come up and try to, have a conversation with me about it. So that part right there sparks dialogue. So I don't mean it to be negative, but we need to have this conversation because everything in the Black community to a certain degree is negative. So we're trying to change it, but we got to talk about the negative shit.
Hold on. Hey, ladies, hey, Fantastic, please, I'm gonna get right back. Just ladies and Fantastic, you take it right after me. Hey, ladies, if a man is calling you children and say y'all don't even want marriage, is he talking to you or is he talking about y'all?
About.
That would be
about.
That's it. Fantastic. I just want to make sure we get it. Hey, brothers, did y'all see the same thing too? I'm just trying to get a general consensus of like what's going on. Maybe it's me.
And most importantly, Ali, yet again, is more flip-flopping, man. This dude deserves a motherfucking acrobatics gold in the motherfucking medal. What Kevin Samuels talking to the damn women and not talking about them?
Yes, they were literally calling him to talk to him so he could talk to them. Yes.
Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, damn.
That was never my point.
Again, man.
Cha-ching.
Again, man, if you let a fool talk long enough, bro. If you let a fool talk long enough, he'll prove you. No, that wasn't your point.
Let go. We all heard.
No, Ali, I got this one. And then this nigga love doing this where you was making my point. No, the hell it wasn't, nigga. You done did this the whole night. That's the point. The point you're trying to make. Just like you said, you talking about all men. No, nigga, you talking about black men. You talking to niggas. Nobody mentioned Mexicans on here but me. Okay, the first motherfucker to bring up any other fucking group of men was me. Okay, we clearly know that fucking Kevin Samuels was talking not only to but almost exclusive to black women. The vast majority, 90+% of black Kevin Samuels call-in people were black women. All the viral moments, the most viral moments he had, black women. So let's not do this motherfucking we are the world, we are the children, kumbaya bullshit, bro. This was a black man that specialized in black relationships between black men and black women, bro. Okay.
All right.
Furthermore, go ahead, Fatty.
Just to finish this segment, I want to know what's the beef that since he likes to talk with women, what's the problem with roses? And I want Obsidian to take us on this topic. Okay, so roses.
Yeah,
and Mr. Let Go Uninterrupted, Mr. Obsidian Uninterrupted, and then we go to the super chats and we resume the main event of the show that we'll be waiting for. Go ahead, Mr. Let's Go on Roses.
Smell the roses.
You wanted to talk to me. What do you want to say?
No, I just overall, I want to talk to one person at a time, and I will be talking to one person, and somebody be saying something else, and I want to talk to one person at a time. And you was the main person interjecting, and I want to talk to you, just me and you.
You stop talking with Napa to talk with her. Literally, Napa was talking with you,
No,
and
her
you stopped the whole show
screen went out.
to talk with her and says, "Hey, smell the roses," like you did it, or like
Bro.
you have the opportunity now. You got it.
Yeah, I'm letting her. She just asked me. Okay.
Well, I
whatever.
just want to say that a husband is a partner, right? So a father is a parent. And sometimes that is the same man, but those are not the same role. Right. So like when you say that women are children, I think that is a poor way to say that. Like, use your words. Like, that's what I tell my son. He's 15. I tell him, use your words. If women are immature or if they are being irresponsible, you need to say that. Okay. Having sex outside of marriage, being promiscuous, having baby daddies, whether you are sleeping with the first baby daddy or the second baby daddy, you are being promiscuous. That makes you a hoe. That's just period. Okay. And so if you're coaching women and you're not explaining that to them, that's the problem right there. You need to use your words and be concise with the words that you use. Being childish means it means something. What does that mean? What are they doing when they're being childish? Are they starting families and not staying in their families?
Okay.
Are they
so can I
having 3
answer?
and 4 and 5 baby daddies? Is that what you're saying is childish?
Yes, and that's kind of like what I'm saying.
So
A
then
woman.
say that. So then say that, but don't talk shit about Kevin
There's a
Samuels.
noise somewhere. I don't know what
Yeah,
that noise.
somebody got a Darth Vader
up,
going
man.
on.
I got Darth Vader. I gotta mute that shit up.
I didn't mute it up. Go ahead.
Don't talk crap about Kevin Samuels.
I'm not talking crap about Kevin Samuels. I said that multiple times.
For calling a woman average at best, that clearly was very average
You
at
keep
best.
bringing that up, and I'm agreeing with you. And we said that an hour ago. I said it repeatedly. I agree with you and him. She was average at best. My only point was the dudes are average at best also. So they don't have a right to talk shit about the women when they are equally average to the women. Go ahead.
But the men are not equally average. The men are not equally average if they're making more money than the women, if they're less obese than the women, if they have less student loan debt than the women, if they have more assets than women have assets. They are not average. Even a fat man with zero student loan debt and a house as an asset, that's not average.
So
that's
can I
not average.
Less kids.
Less kids, yeah, right.
And I'm glad you said that, Mr. Fantastic. Here's the problem.
Bigger, faster, taller.
Look, what we spent a lot of energy doing, and I think that is one of the things that came from Kevin Samuels. I didn't say Kevin Samuels did it, but the conversation warped after Kevin Samuels died, okay? So it's not about Kevin Samuels. It's about how certain messages got forgot about and certain messages got remembered and shit got warped because half of the message got
parts of it. Just because the crowd runs off with the worst piece of information doesn't mean it's Kevin Samuels' fault.
See, this is the problem why I started yelling. I just want to take turns,
go ahead,
ma'am.
Respond. Go ahead,
Do you have a
respond.
problem with taking turns?
No, respond. Let go. Go ahead.
Okay.
Respond.
All right. So my train of thought gets messed up. So fuck, I forgot what the fuck I was about to say.
Just because he went viral with something and the crowd
I was
one piece.
Ma'am, you was talking about Lego. You were saying how that you agree, but Kevin Samuels,
the conversation got warped. You said the message got warped, bro. That's what.
Yeah, the message got warped because Kevin
so
Samuels' message was being
got
used
warped, and that was my only issue with what modern men are doing. Kevin Samuels said this, and Kevin Samuels said that, but modern men forgot about this and is using this. And then what happens is now some of y'all have done it here. y'all are now using this, what Kevin Samuels kept harping on, instead of the thing that he was harping on over here, by using this and saying you are better than women, and there's some type of weird, goofy competition with women. I am not in competition with no damn woman. I know by biology and by lifestyle also, I'm better than most women. So I don't have to compete and say, well, men make what you say, fantastic, $13 more than women,
no,
and
$5,000 more a year.
statistically, that makes no sense. Okay, so the point is, we as men have to set a narrative and get men to stop trying to compete with men. I mean, with women, when we are just this much better than them. We might not have as many kids, and but we only make $13 more than women do. That does not give us the ability to shit on them when we are in the same goddamn bucket as they're in. And that was my whole point.
So you went from flip-floppy to me to inconsistent. If women are children, men by default are better than children. Game over. If women are children, 99. Let me stop. Please. Of course, there's some children that are LeBron James at 15, right? But most people are not hyperachievers as children. So if men are men and women are children, by our own logic, men by default are better than women because women are children. No, stop. Make notes. I have this problem with you. I have no problem with you calling women children because respectfully, they actually act like it. Respectfully, I don't have a problem. Okay. I'll never run away from that shit. I think it's a fair assessment to say that women move like children. The problem with you, the problem with you, and this is why you actually fail when it comes to women, you have to graduate. If you are coaching women and they are children, they have to some point you give them so much information that they say, Mr. Let Go taught me this and this and this, and I graduated from a children to a woman. You literally answered, women never graduate. So why the fuck are women listening to you when they never graduate? They will always stay on a state of perpetuity where they are children. You take accountability from them. You strip everything from them to the point where if a man actually points to a woman, she says, Mr. Let Go. Mr. Let Go says I'm a children, so it's your fault. So respectfully, Mr. Let Go, answer this question and then go on your monologue, right? Yeah. If women never graduate and women are always children, why are you teaching women when they keep staying on the same state? Why are you teaching women and coaching women and getting money from them? Why?
Okay, you brought up, I love what you brought up. If women, I'm gonna start earlier and then answer this. If women are children and men are adults, just by that, men are better than the women. That right there is gold. Here's my answer to that. Stop competing with children then. Stop sitting there, well, statistically, we are better than women. Stop doing that shit and just be who you fucking are. And that is the actual whole point of this whole conversation.
They're only saying it because what you said.
Wait, no, Ali,
finish.
Stop.
Let him finish.
Can I finish, Patty?
Sure.
So if women are children, you are better than a woman. Act like it. Stop blaming women. Stop victimizing yourself against women. Stop crying about women and just go be a man and stop worrying about women all day, whining about women all day. Because I don't know any adult who whines and complains and blames children for their unhappiness. So you, fatty, can I finish? Has proven my whole point of this whole show. If women are children and men are better,
you
act like it.
So why don't you coach men? If we shouldn't cry about women, if women are women, they will never change. But men do, because men will get better, men will go to the gym, men will get more muscles, men will get the house, men will get better credit. Why the fuck are you teaching women if they're not going to change, but men will? Why are you a coach teaching people that will stay on the same state forever, but you have another group, 4 billion people in this planet, that need to get better? Why?
The answer is to be at peace with that. What? To be at peace with being a grown-ass child. And because you're at peace with your grown-ass child, I'm always going to get emotionally You gonna do that?
You can talk, you're being cut off.
Y'all interrupt me? No.
Nobody interrupted you.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Sure.
Okay. Because this is a moment right here. This is a moment. Thank you, Fatty. This is a moment. If you just stop all this dumb shit, we can finish.
Sure.
So, Fatty, be at peace with being a child and go find a man that is better than you and be up under his leadership. What do most women do? They get with losers that are lower than them. So women spend a lot of time finding a man that she can mommy, because all she had was a mother. She didn't have a father. So she doesn't know what a father looks like. All she knows is how to be a mother because she was raised by a single mother. So she runs around choosing a man that she can mother instead of her seeing herself as the actual child and finding a man that will father her. So what I help women do is be at peace with the fact that you are always going to be emotionally irregulated for the rest of your life. You always going to start crying whenever the wind blows. You always going to have all these anxiety issues. You're always going to overthink, and stop trying to put yourself in a position of a man and just say, damn, the state I'm in right now as a 25 or 35-year-old woman, this is the rest of my life. So instead of fighting it, find a man that can help regulate my emotions, that can protect me, that can provide for me, that will be there for me when I do start crying, when I do get emotionally unregulated, and let him father me. That's your answer. Why you want to sit up here and argue?
Everybody, please. Hey, I'm going to make a statement because me and Ali, I said, Ali, don't ask questions, make statements.
I'm trying. But Fatty,
let go.
I gotta go.
Yeah. I was just going to say this, and you got it.
No, respect.
You gotta let go.
And 1 second, let at least Obsidian answer.
You doing it again?
Give it. No, don't.
I said you gotta let go.
We're not going to do the triangulation shit, right?
That's what he be trying to do, Fatty.
Now I know what you're trying to do. It's not going to happen. So this is what is happening here, right?
Yeah.
If you are teaching women to be dependent of men, emotionally, financially, like you should be teaching men to be better, not women. That's the point that they're saying over and over again. If this is going to fall in the hands and laps of men, and this woman is to find somebody to be her daddy and to be responsible and to be this and to be that, you should be teaching men in mass to become the best motherfucking daddies they could so they can father their children. But you choose women because they are an easy target. When you say, baby, it's not your fault because you are a children, you are emotionally regulated. Everything you do is not your problem. It should be that man's fault because he picked you when he should be your daddy. You are not making relationships better. You are making relationships worse. Women have to have a level of responsibility. I'll let you go. Women have to have a level of responsibility, and they should be coached to be a little bit better. So when she meets her husband at 30 and her future husband meets her at 30, this man has the skills to take care of her, and she has the skills to facilitate and to make this man life a little bit easier. Right. If you are teaching women to just pick the man with actually doing the work to become a woman instead of a child, you are setting that man to go into a running building. And this is why Kevin Samuels was talking with both genders, because he wanted people to meet each other at the same level, be equally yoked, have the same goals, the same destination. So when I get with you, you are not just a child, you are not just a baby. You are for me to make my life easier, and I am for you to make your life easier. If you are if you keep pushing this Mr. Let Go, the imbalance is going to be tremendous, because men and women are not children, and children get rewarded a lot of times for not doing what their daddy wants to do, because men have no control mechanism whatsoever. So before you reply, I have this question, and then you got it. Okay. What is your biggest teaching that shows that you are preparing this woman to meet their husband? You are going to give me your biggest teaching that you teach the woman to make them be better wives and better partners and better mothers to their husbands, their kids, and all that. What is your biggest teaching, Mr. Let Go? And then you got it.
Okay, I give them a set of principles. So it's not one biggest teaching. It is a set of principles, a set of 25 principles that I give the women that I teach. Okay. And sure. The whole point of these principles is meant to help you understand that a man's existence is to father you. Okay. Because the thing about it is, most women, and y'all already know, they have the opposite approach. I don't need no man, or I've been doing this by myself for so long, where this just how my life is going to be. At some point, you have to let go of that, because that is maladaptive. Your job as a woman is to, one, seek an outside source to help you pick the right person for you, because you're a child. You're not good at picking men. There's no woman on the planet that can say on her own that I am good at picking a man. Most women are terrible at picking a man. So befriend somebody, or go to somebody in your family that you trust. Go to a pastor, go to a male therapist. I don't believe in female therapists. Go to a male therapist, go to a male that you trust, and let him, it could be me, because I actually do 2-on-1s, where I would have a woman bring her a man that she's dating and let me interview the man, and I can pick the man for her. I do that also. So the point is, you are not able to pick the right man. And the most important decision you'll ever make in your life is your choice of a man. So go to a man and let him help you pick the right man, because you are unable to do it, because your emotions and your childlike behavior is either going to stop you.
That doesn't make you a better woman. You just ask for somebody to pick a man, and now are you, without no skill set, no nothing, with the husband? Now what? There's not an advice. It's just go get a man to do the job for you. What did she get? Why? How did she get better? Jesus Christ. And the motherfucker jumped out of the conversation because he got caught. You're muted. Like, this is crazy.
Pat, he said, like, this is the thing you got to remember. He said women are trying to control men like a mommy. Women are trying to be the mommy. Then he said women are trying to have sex like a dude. Then he said women are children. Either they have accountability like a child, or they don't need to be a child. Then they need to turn back into a child so they can get a man to father them.
Then that nigga said he gonna have you bring him to him. I wish my bitch would. I wish.
Then he said, Fatty, the checkmate is that he said you can't help men helping women. That's what he said. He said you cannot help women helping. Help men helping women.
But he's helping women.
Yes,
by telling them, like, imagine this, right? You make thousands of dollars coaching women, and your advice is, hey, go to Smell the Roses so she can go to Obsidian so he can pick your husband. How is that motherfucking coaching? Let me just say this, Ali. And respect. Hey, friends. I have no sympathy for women that pick Mr. Let Go as their coach. Y'all should fuck yourself. All of y'all. Hey, I hope the burning building is send y'all into it. Hey, man, I have no sympathy for y'all. Because you know for a fact. Once you sit on that chair and this motherfucker says, you are a baby and you need to get up daddy so daddy can go and pee. Once again, this man is just circling the dollar around and making sure that he gets some on his pocket.
Man, Fatty, he don't He don't even give him a free card game, Fatty. He's charging for the card game too.
No, but his first one, Fatty. You remember his first one, Fatty? Did he start this last month? His one he was coaching them on before was the abandoned mother or the scorned woman. Remember, he wasn't coaching them about how to get a man. He was talking to them about how they had their mother syndrome and they were the broken woman or something like that.
It's like I said, like I tried. Yeah. That's why I didn't intervene for 2 hours. That's on the back because like I don't add nothing to the conversation that y'all didn't say. But ladies, even if you actually are children or behave like it, I really don't care what you define yourself. If you choose Mr. Let Go as coach, and there's a lot of women that did it. I remember on the Lapif Times, there was a lot of women that pulled up saying, Mr. Let Go is my coach. You deserve everything you get and more. I hope you lose your house. I hope you lose your. No, I'm kidding. I don't want mad on you. I don't wish you mad on you, but you kind of deserve that shit because
you lose your house.
Come on, man. Go ahead. Hey, Obsidian, thank you very much for your patience, man, and thank you very much for sending me the book for free. I appreciate you. Thank you so much once again. If you can, somebody can drop the link in the chat of the book. I appreciate it. Go buy Mr. Let Go card game and then go buy Obsidian book, please. I would appreciate that if that was possible. Go ahead, Obsidian interrupted, and then we get final thoughts from the people over here, read the super chats, and then we go to the main event. We're going to talk about the black woman that got in trouble in Africa with her white fiance. Go ahead, Obsidian, interrupt.
Was Fatty talking?
Yes.
Okay, because he had broke up on my end. Listen, I'm going to hang for the next segment, but I'll just say this as the kind of close out and kind of fitting that it kind of de facto ended the way that it did. I had no idea that this type of discourse would happen almost 4 years on from Kevin's passing, but it just underscores why I ended up writing the book. It's called The Gospel of St. Kevin. I've been playing around with it all evening. This is it came about during a conversation between Kevin and I. He would call me every day, and he'll call me every day, like from 2020 to almost the day he died. We would talk every day, and we had our final conversation on Easter Sunday, 2022. So that would have been like 2 weeks before he died. And that's when I pitched him the idea. And it's interesting because of what we talked about right now. I said, listen, a lot of people seem to be getting little bits and pieces of what you're saying from TikTok, right? 60 seconds or something like that. And you got shows that are, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours long. So it's no way you're going to be able to listen to little TikToks and then get the whole thing. So I said, listen, somebody needs to sit down with all your material and actually write down what you were saying and